got it.
What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to MANIACITV, man. Today we got Big 30 with the 30, the Choppa Gang, Savage and Finesse 2 times biggest op from the Inside a Hotspot YouTube channel. Y'all know we rock with Inside a Hotspot and this content heavy on this channel, man. Shout out Inside a Hotspot. Subscribe if you haven't already to his channel, man. So listen, shout out Memphis, man. Shout out Memphis. I think low key, a lot of people always, you know, it's up for debate who really run the game right now, man. But you cannot deny the work that Memphis has been putting in the rap game. And honestly, man, aside from the rap game, we know these niggas down there really living like that, man. Big 30, free Pooh Shiesty, man. Big 30, he been with the activities too, man. So we gonna check out this little documentary on him, get to know who Big 30 is a little better, man. Let's get it.
Tell them this ain't what they think. I pull up with look, yeah, now.
This nigga just pulled a chopper. This nigga a real life Grand Theft Auto character. He just pulled that motherfucker out like it's nothing.
Tell them this ain't what they think. I pull up with look, yeah, now. You gon' always for other hits we get the drop we spinning. Hey, I'm the nigga on me. You grab both I put them in and crop out like it now with Chris. You know where I'm put.
In the back of a squad car Thursday morning to a mugshot, Brookside.
This nigga was so popped, boy. Oh hell no, man, boy, what the hell?
In the back of a squad car Thursday morning to a
this what it look like when you just open your phone and the camera, like right to the camera. This the first thing you see and shit.
Brookside, Alabama police provided these pictures of rapper Rodney Big 30 White.
What up, gang? Back with the real. You know what's the deal. Memphis is proven to be a city not to be underestimated in hip-hop. Their list of mainstream rappers has peaked at the top of the rap game. Moneybagg Yo has topped artists like J. Cole, Lil Baby, and Lil Durk for highest selling album of the year thus far.
Facts.
This is no surprise. Memphis not only has been showcasing talent, but an unmatched grind to get it out the mud through rap. One rapper that's been pushing through charges, life-threatening beefs, and the street ties to make it into rap spotlight is Choppa Gang OG, Big 30. Can Big 30 live up to high expectations and make it out of city before the law puts him away, or his ops release from prison will spell doom? Let's chop it up and break down just who is Big 30 with the 30, the Choppa Gang Savage. Coming up in the streets of South Memphis, Rodney White, known to the streets and the music industry as Big 30, was just a kid coming up through the mud, trying to be more than his struggles. The truth for many youths in these low-income communities is that they often have to choose to succumb to the vice of the streets.
This shit, with any other project like this shit, what you see, what you get over there, you know, some shit going on. Niggas trapping over there, niggas doing whatever they do.
It's like looking at Big 30, you would think he was one of them, you know, the bigger funny guys in class and shit that always be cracking jokes, getting kicked out and shit. Nah, this nigga really living like that. He ain't got time for cracking no jokes with niggas. Fuck you talking about?
Get over there, you know, some shit going on. Niggas trapping over there, niggas doing whatever they do over there, you know.
Or try to walk the straight path with nothing but hardship ahead. As we know it now, his choice was clear. But in those days, his road to becoming the respected Choppa Gang general started in school. His childhood would be filled with being in and out of schools due to his skill for always getting into trouble. Before getting into high school, Big 30 was already being kicked out and having to be enrolled in multiple schools due to his behavior.
Got kicked out of Lorraine, went to Lorraine. Shit. Got kicked out of Lorraine, went to Southeast.
Damn, this ain't even high school yet.
Bad as hell.
He ended up going to alternative school, but after graduating, was right back getting in trouble and being kicked out multiple times yet again.
I got kicked out of South Wing, I went to Whitehaven.
He would cross paths with Pooh Shiesty, and both became day one homies and some youngins going down the same destructive path.
How was your childhood? Same shit, you know how this shit.
Know how I been. Bad ass little kid. God, till you find yourself.
Together, along with the homies Lil Hank and Choppa Wop, they started what will become one of the hottest gangs out of Memphis, Choppa Gang. Many people always associate Big 30 solely with Choppa Gang, but many aren't aware that he also reps his hood set, KSBG, which stands for Knock Shit Back Gang.
3, KSBG, that's the set. In my hood, it's, come on, man. That's the set, or whatever, what?
His name also held weight to his credentials in the street. Big 30 was respected as the shooter that always carried a 30.
Where you think our 9 come from?
I'm saying Big 30, what you keep a 30 on your son?
Shows. Use a 6, 7,
Big 30 was holding it down for Choppa Gang alongside the other OGs as the gang grew to the point of being a fierce movement that took over the streets of Memphis and had the firearms to back up the danger.
Yeah, this right here, Free Lit Yoshi, man. When I first discovered Pooh Shiesty and Big 30, it was before they even blew up. Like, it was, I would say, like early 2020, and they had a song with I think it was with Lil Yoshi. We reacted to it on the channel a long time ago, and I'm like, I thought they was in TBG, cause I'm like, man, who are they? Like, I thought they was in TBG, man, but they been locked in with Fredo Bang and 7 Hardaway and Boulevard Sleepy and everybody. Lil Yoshi, they been locked in with each other, man.
The gang grew to the point of being a fierce movement that took over the streets of Memphis and had the firearms to back up the dangerous status of their reputation.
Two boxes,
circles and shit. Ain't no more.
You know, God, bananas and boxes.
Every time you see a say Glee. Every time.
Somebody cousin had to be
Big
in the
30
army.
had bigger plans than just street.
Cause it ain't no way you get all that artillery and somebody cousin ain't in the army, man.
But Big 30 had bigger plans than just street dreams. He wanted out from the struggle, the gunfights, the law. He wanted to make it in music, do it clean, legal, and began hitting the booth.
Oh, well. Say brr. Say brr. I just turned up. You said brr. How did you make it out of that shit?
Shit. Rap.
He turned his lifestyle into storytelling that captivated fans. Like many others at the time, Big 30 took inspiration from the Chirac legend Chief Keef.
The fucking godfather of this shit. If it wasn't, let's keep it a buck, man. I say this every single time till I'm blue in the face. If it wasn't for Chief Keef, a lot of these niggas would not be around right now in the game.
Like many others at the time, Big 30 took inspiration from the Chirac legend Chief Keef that gave a lot of hood dudes hope that it's possible to make it out the hood through music.
Facts.
Yeah, for like Chief Keef and shit, yeah, they lit. You know, they live. Show.
So like that kind of what you
smoking dope and shit. This that type of shit. This about type of shit to go on. Yeah, be real baby.
Big 30 had the vision, the passion, and the determination to push the music, but his street ways were like an anchor holding him back, and soon it stopped the rising rapper in his tracks. In January 2018, Big 30 found himself in cuffs alongside his homie, Marcus Walker. Police reports state that the two men fired several rounds of bullets at their apartment building, enough to hit at least 3 apartments. Officers said that shots were fired from a building on Gaither Street, which backs up into the apartment complex. Authorities would arrest both Big 30 and his homie, one in the parking lot and the other inside. When investigating the shooting, it turns out for someone like Big 30, this is just a day in his life, as a friend of his told neighbors they were playing around with guns. Big 30 will be booked for reckless endangerment and was back out on the streets before long. Wasting no time, he made his debut alongside Choppa Gang OG, Pooh Shiesty, along with affiliates K Shiesty and Choppa T with the song Breaking News. In 2019, Big 30 kept up the momentum, giving his energy to making the world know who he was. He would drop hits one after the next. First off with Pooh Shiesty on the track Hell Night.
Boy, look at these niggas, man.
He would drop hits one
Boy, talk about a glow up though, man.
after the next. First off with Pooh Shiesty on the track Hell Night, then Ooh Ooh with Pooh Shiesty and Block Boy JB, then his single No Vouch. Big 30's name was buzzing in the streets, and little did he know, was about to be buzzing on the radar of a mainstream rapper out of Memphis. His cousin would see his potential, and through his connections in the hood, he knew Moneybagg Yo's cousin, Big Homie G.
So like, how was you found? Did like Bag come sign you?
Shit, Bag, I'm like, really, see, Big Homie G, he from the hood and shit, he from King David shit, my cousin, Lulu and shit, he came around Bag and shit.
Which would lead to the two clicking, and the Fit to Bread gang seemed like a no-brainer in securing the bag and getting one step closer to moving out the streets and becoming a rap superstar. Things were lining up in Big 30's favor, and boy taking off. Even with the stacks coming in and back in from shows, he kept dropping heat, closing off 2019 with the bangers 28 Bars and Choppa Talk 2
he was
with the day one homie Pooh Shiesty.
He was working.
Big 30 was on the up and up, putting Choppa Gang on the map alongside his homie Pooh Shiesty, who would ink a deal with Gucci Mane's 1017 label. The duo was living the high life, blowing up without losing the loyalty and brotherhood from day one.
We did.
That's some real shit.
Nobody can take that from us. I mean, Shiesty, 2 for everything we doing, we coming 2, side thing, 2. Whatever we do, we doing 2, whatever I do.
And I respect that heavily because a lot of times, man, money gets in the way of a lot of shit, man. These niggas, they found a way to still remain loyal to each other and just run that shit up. A lot of times, people fall out over this shit all the time, man. All the time, people be falling out over money and fame and all that shit. These niggas really ran it up from the mud. Y'all seen them old mixtape covers? They ran it up from the mud all the way to where they at now. That's what's up. Like, a lot of times, jealousy and all that shit always get in the way.
Even with his street ties, Big 30 wasn't one of these youngins that try to act tough and stick in their hood when they made it big. Nah, he didn't need validation. He was already stamped as the Choppa Gang savage Big 30 with the 30 and lost too many to the streets to know it's either the grave or in jail.
A lot of rappers come back to the hood and shit, be in the hood and shit like that, but do you feel like you need to get out the hood?
Yeah, you gotta get out the hood.
Why do you say that?
You gonna die in the hood. Shit, you gonna go to jail in the hood, so you shit in the hood for y'all.
Streets never undefeated.
Unfortunately, on October...
The streets, you could never defeat the streets. The streets forever undefeated.
Unfortunately, on October 1st, 2020, Big 30 was looking at jail time after Brookside police officers in Alabama arrested him on charges for being in possession of a controlled substance. Reports state that around 4 a.m., Brookside police officers stopped a Ford Expedition rental car traveling westbound on I-22 near Cherry Avenue. The driver was identified as Leighton Foster of Decatur, Georgia, and the passenger was identified as Big 30. Officers would search the vehicle and find more than $17,000 in cash, a loaded Glock 40 handgun, and controlled substances individually packaged for sale.
Nah.
In cash.
The cash, nigga, deposit that shit. The loaded Glock 40, I understand. Promethazine and codeine, nah. Marijuana package to sell, you could have disguised it better. Now the Glock, you gotta have this, man. You got to. Like, I don't care if you a felon or not. Hey, get it registered, do what you gonna do, but you gotta have that, man. You can't let niggas catch you slipping.
The driver was identified as Leighton Foster of Decatur, Georgia, and the passenger was identified as Big 30. Officers would search the vehicle and find more than $17,000 in cash, a loaded Glock 40 handgun, and controlled substances individually packaged for sale. Both were arrested, and Big 30 was hit with multiple charges. The problem with these rappers isn't never really making it out the hood, but staying out of the hood once they make it. Even with the pockets of cash, the new cars, homes, if your mentality is still stuck on hood mode, then the same thing you're trying to escape will keep catching up on you.
I'm saying, listen.
Big 30 was beginning to realize that all too well as his freedom hung in the balance. Big 30, however, was determined to beat the odds. Within 5 to 6 days, he was pushed back on the streets, causing mayhem, dropping the banger.
First day out.
Jefferson County, I'm out of there. Fuck you bitches. Put some stone all in my gold. Oh yeah, nigga, all out.
For some reason, Big 30 seemed to be unstoppable. It was right back to the music, picking up where he left off, but beef was brewing in the background, waiting to blow over. Big 30 began getting heat from different angles. First, the son of slain banger, Pookie Loke, who was one of the men Young Jeezy sent to take Gucci's life during their heated beef when Gucci pulled out the strap and murked him. Pookie Loke's son, for whatever reason, took aim at Big 30. Probably he was affiliated with Gucci's camp through Pooh Shiesty.
Fuck CTE 17. Hey, Pat, nigga catch me at Big 30 tonight. Nigga, I'm snatching him out of the stage, myself personally. Hey, you talking about?
But he must.
It's crazy because, I don't know, it's crazy because Moneybagg Yo signed a Gotti. Big 30, he signed a Moneybagg Yo, right? So that pretty much make, you know, Big 30 an affiliate of Gotti. His main partner, Pooh Shiesty, signed to Gucci. Gucci and Gotti do not fuck with each other whatsoever. So it's like, I don't know, man. And I see Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty, you know, they take shots at Young Jeezy all the time. We checked out a song not too long ago with Big 30 taking shots at Young Jeezy. And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, obviously the issues that they CEOs got with each other, they ain't got shit to do with them. But it's like, I thought for sure, you know, Young Jeezy's partner, I thought his son would have, you know, he said CTA and 1017. He said them niggas all can get it. Like, damn.
Nigga, I'm snatching him out of the stage, myself personally. Hey, you talking about?
But he must not have known the Choppa Gang OG was nothing to mess with. Big 30 fired back with a response, wanting all the smoke, promising to send him to his father. You think that Gucci would praise the rapper for holding his own and standing 10 toes down after he reignited the beef with this and Cookie Loke's passing at the verses with Jeezy.
Yeah, Gucci was out of pocket.
You left his son to be a bastard, won't even raise your own boy.
Gucci was.
Damn.
Broke the internet.
I tell you what. Put that nigga ass in the dirt. I tell you what. Smoking on Pookie Loke tonight.
But
That nigga was out of pocket for that, man. Out of pocket for that.
instead, Gucci started beefing with Big 30. And the reason appeared to be that Gucci felt away how Big 30 was posted on Instagram like they were homies when they weren't. He would call out the Choppa Gang rapper in a post under a pic of him, Big 30, and Pooh Shiesty.
Wow, I ain't even know that. He said, Cap, stop posting me, dude. We met once. So maybe, I think it could be because of his affiliation, like I said, with Gotti.
Saying, Cap, stop posting me, dude. We met once. That was a messed up move by Gucci, knowing Big 30 was solid and that his artist Pooh Shiesty was like his brother.
Yeah.
Gucci even rocked with Big 30 before under his post, so the sudden switch up felt strange, like there was more to what was happening. And it seemed that was exactly the case. Big 30 responded with some words of his own, exposing the truth.
Wow.
Appears Gucci wanted to also sign Big 30 to 1017, but he was with Bread Gang instead. Gucci would eventually squash the beef with a post that confirmed what Big 30 was saying. The two even went on to drop the street banger, Shit Crazy, as a sign of peace moving
Yeah, I
forward.
was just about to say.
It was back to the success, but that wasn't the last of Big 30's issues. Rapper Finesse 2 Times was next in line wanting a piece of Big 30. Pause. His reason was more solid than Gucci at least.
Low key, that did sound suspect as hell. He was next in line wanting a piece of Big 30. Hell no. Dog, it's 2:30 in the morning right now as I'm recording this shit. This is why I'm like all over the place. I'm tired as hell, but we gotta get the content up, man. Come on.
A piece of Big 30. Pause. His reason was more solid than Gucci at least. Finesse heard Big 30 dropping a snippet, dissing his homie Finesse Gang Marcus in the song, mocking him for being shot. Finesse 2 Times was ready to take action for his little homie, sending off a bunch of virtual shots aimed at Big 30. For now, that's all Finesse 2 Times could do, as he himself isn't one to play with. He's currently serving a prison sentence for various gun charges and is scheduled for release on January 20th, 2022. Big 30 isn't one to mess with himself, so time alone will tell how things would turn out when Finesse...
He look like Black Youngster. I thought that was Black Youngster for a second.
Big 30 isn't one to mess with himself, so time alone will tell how things would turn out when Finesse gets out. In the meantime, Big 30 is still leveling up. In early 2021, he would post a clip saying that he's making a huge move and waiting to write his name on the dotted line and become one of major label Interscope's very own.
Now, for one, that shit did record straight. This came independent, like, down major label. But that said, hey, I'm supposed to be signing my major label, going on Interscope bid. I'm sorry. Gone, sign Interscope.
That's something huge to accomplish, and many
It's
rappers
big, but these labels, man, I don't know.
wildest dreams. It's not a facade either. Big 30 is doing past 1 million streams on YouTube within 3 days of
Like,
releasing
you can
songs.
run this shit up independent, honestly. Shit.
That's more than many mainstream rappers can pull off months after dropping the track. His most recent release, Mr., is a prime example. Big 30 is doing all that he planned to and more, and things are looking good once he can stay away from the hood and the beef. But the hood may be too much of a temptation for the young superstar. It's what he knows, what made him who he is, what allowed him to spit these authentic stories of his life and have fans worldwide. Just hope that even if he does slide through, he stays safe and keeps his eyes open. When you make it to the top, it's hard to tell who wants to take you out because of jealousy.
I'm saying.
Sometimes, friends from the start turn enemies at the end.
Not shit. I ain't these shit. It ain't too many niggas who can grow up where they grew up.
Hopefully, Big 30 with the 30 and the whole Choppa Gang continue to see success outside of the beef and drama, and Double XL stops playing with the boy and gives him his deserved spot on their freshman list in the future.
Facts.
There may be some new enemies scheming behind the rapper through beefs that are inherited with Bread Gang honcho Moneybagg Yo and his old Young Mob Gang and fellow Choppa Gang OG Pooh Shiesty with rivals EBG. I've detailed how these separate beefs sparked in videos on Moneybagg Yo and Pooh Shiesty, so check them out if you haven't already, because it just may play a big role in where Big 30 is heading. Link in the descriptions. Comment below what you want to see next.
Big 30, you gotta move smart out here, man. You got to, man. The street shit, you know, eventually you gotta leave that shit alone, cause it ain't. I mean, especially where Big 30 from, Memphis, man. It's niggas there don't care. They shit. If they got smoke with you, it's up. Once it's up there, it's stuck there. You know, just leave that street shit alone. Focus on these shows. Get your money. Most importantly, get your money, man. Free Pooh Shiesty. Shout out Memphis though. Big 30 with the 30. The Choppa Gang Savage, link down below in the description for y'all to check it out in its entirety, uninterrupted. If y'all new to the channel, y'all rock with me, want daily reaction videos, man. Hit that subscribe button for me. Until the next video, I'll see y'all then. Thank you for watching Maniaci TV. I'm out.
I ain't gotta do too much. I swear that these niggas, they be doing too much. I ain't gotta